I am so sorry. As you can tell, I'm deep into the reading and I thought I hit the live button and I didn't. So we get to start over. I will show you what I've got because I've been reading. I've been doing the reading. I'll just replay everything. I was wondering why nobody was responding when I was asking questions. Okay, let me just pick up the cards like this. I am so sorry, you guys. No wonder everybody was like, what the heck? All right, so nobody let me know that I wasn't live till just a few seconds ago, you guys. So here we go. I got the word dating. I got road. I got healing. And I got this encounter when I asked about dating, right? So I said it has to do with what was on that boat, had to do with a fight about a female and a male dating. And I said, this looks like Warren and Katie. Doesn't look like Nolan and Katie. It almost looks like Katie and Warren, right? Or Wyatt, for all we know, because I don't know what Wyatt looks like. And then when I qualified dating, I got this encounter, meeting by chance, love at first sight, crush. So I'm like, it's definitely romantic. Then I got this performance. And I thought, okay, that could be, on this boat, there's a performance going on. What does that mean? Is that the performance of that staged alibi call to dispatch? I don't know. Could it be the performance? We have divine intervention. It talks about karma. It talks about catalyst, serendipity, something that was big. And it talks about letting go. Looks like water, like this person's floating down, surrender, open, give up, release. Almost like they let go of this person and they're floating in water, followed by uninvited guests. And it talks about this accident, a surprise, a big change, a moment of decision, as if this was something that just happened, right? Then I went ahead and I pulled my other cards. I'm just catching you up, y'all. Sibling came up and I thought, what about Warren and Wyatt, right? Interesting. But then it talked about initials, marks, and codes. The only mark that came to mind was that red mark that's 8 by 12 inches or something like that on the back of Nolan's skull. Revenge, it talks about ego, heartbreak, right? This is over a girl every time I do a reading. And I asked the question before I got this card, what was the response on the boat and to this revenge, this situation? And it talked about being struck. And I thought about, what if somebody pushed him? It wouldn't leave marks on Nolan. But even if they were pushing the girl or the girl was pushing the guy, what if someone fell into Nolan and Nolan hit his head? Like, what if the actual target wasn't Nolan? It could have happened, right? But then this is when it got to be a problem. We got rope. With the throat missing, well, not missing, but not available for the secondary autopsy because the state's holding it. And then hearing of that red area in the sub-tissue of the neck, of the head. A lot of people wonder, is that a ligature, right? Is that a hanging? I don't know, but we did get the word rope, so that was concerning. And I thought it was interesting because we got vehicle, which I said, could this be actually not a vehicle? Maybe it's Nolan's vehicle, car, something that should be checked. But this could be a boat too, because a boat is also a vehicle. We have parent, bio, step, and guardian. And that made me think of, when I thought of step parent, I happened to think of the judge. So then I went ahead and asked the questions as to what this was about. The first card that came out was the 5 of Swords, which I said was a fight. Then I got the 9 of Swords, which is not being able to wake up. Okay, this is something you can't wake up from. It's as if something happened during the fight that Nolan couldn't wake up after. We got the 7 of Pentacles, which is divine timing, but face it, in true crime, readings, the Seven of Pentacles is altered a little bit from traditional tarot because you have to plant that seed, which can mean manipulation. It can mean planting something, staging. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is defense. No one was being defensive. Something was staged in defense. It's as if there was a fight. No one couldn't wake up, so they staged the event in defense of themselves. And now you're caught up. And sorry about that. Sorry about being late, y'all. Okay. Was Shite not be able to watch comments? Oh, we love you, Seekin. We got a hug for you. So yeah, there's suppression, there's holding back, there's greed, there's somebody that's keeping things to themselves. About overpowering Nolan, something overpowered. This is somebody that's overpowering this lion. If they put their hand in the mouth, normal people, the lion would eat up. But this person has controlled the beast by suppression. So there's definitely the strength in this. Show me what happened to Nolan on the boat. Show me what happened to Nolan on the boat. So it's definitely a relationship. We're talking about a female and a masculine, feminine and masculine, and regret over that. So this is about a female. I can't make it up. Every reading tells me, liar, cheater, thief, or somebody cheated. Somebody did something wrong. Nolan was somehow cheated out of something. Liar, cheater, thiefer, right? Over a relationship. Okay, wow. Look, we just got the story of Nolan Wells. So we start off with this messenger, right? Hey, hey, whatever that message is. And look, these two are having words. These two are having words. This little page and this little page represent very young fellas. Now, I'm not racial. I don't care if they're black or white. These are two young ones. This person's talking to this person, and this person has a stinky offer. They're saying smack. They're talking smack. All right? So there's a messenger there. Archangel Michael is telling you temperance. This didn't mix. These two are not jiving. These are two individuals that are at odds of each other. This is temperance, Archangel Michael. And it led to complete betrayal of stabbing in the back and death. Now, we're supposed to turn this and look at something differently about someone older there. We have this King of Wands. Now, I want to know who this King of Wands is, because this could be a older relative. Page, there's a lot of pages around this King of Wands. I'm just going to ask if this is Trayston's uncle. Is that Trayston's uncle? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Something repetitive? Hold on. With communication. Eight of Wands. Communication. King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. This is almost like the parental trying to control this out of control. All right, it's almost getting to the point of confusion for me because I have so many court cards right now that are in all the communication. Okay, so these two had it out. It didn't go well, and it led to Nolan's passing. That's when all these others come into play. All these other people come into play. All I'm getting you guys over and over is that there is a fight regarding a girl, and that it ends with Nolan Like, is it possible that he was just shoved? Right? No marks on him. He was shoved and he hit the back of his head. Maybe he got a concussion. They thought he was dead. They threw him out in the water and he drowned. There is something to this. Like, it's bad. Show me what happened. So we have this witness of cutting something out and the moon. This is interesting. I wish I would have started it when I was doing this reading because it told a lot more, like I was sharing a lot more. But after playing catch up, I'm just cleaning up the cards so we can make some room here. I want to spread out the bigger cards and I need the space to do it. So hold on just a minute. Make sure. All right, those can go over there. Let me get these big cards out. I need to understand, were there any adults around Nolan when he passed away? Now, we just got that we had the King of Wands, so that's why I'm asking. Were there any adults over the age of 21 that were present with Nolan on that boat when he passed away? We have the page. Young ones. All young ones. And we have the mother. A motherly of the void. Queen of Coins is definitely somebody very established in society. We have the Chariot in reverse. Something did not work. Did not go right. We have the Eight of Pentacles, work. And we have the Four of Wands, destiny, with the Hermit. Something is going wrong for this young lad. Okay, let's put him back. I want to understand this lad. So it's telling me that this is with a page. Show me this page. All right. Moon. So we have the loyal dog, but we have the wolf in sheep's clothing kind of energy here. So we have the loyal one, and then we have the one that's the wolf. No one thought he could trust this person, but he couldn't. This person is a wolf. Like they'll turn on their own kind of energy. Show me who this person was. They definitely speak. They speak. What does that mean? Show me more about this wolf. I saw it, you guys. I'll grab it. The wolf has definite regret over a female. The female has regret. Okay, I saw something flip. I'm sure of it. I said I'd go back and get it. All right, so we've definitely got ancestry. This goes back ancestors and the death of abandonment because there wasn't a fight over victory, plan, ignoring. All right, I'm going to just hand it over to you guys. I don't know. I just keep getting the same thing over and over.